going on this morning? Well, it's kind of late in the morning actually, because I needed to run the generator, start the batteries, but charge the batteries. So I charged all my tool batteries as well. Not all of them, but 4 at a time. That's pretty good. Today, actually, it hasn't been long since we went to town, but I'm not gonna wait a couple more days. But we're actually gonna go the other direction. We're gonna go to Prescott, and we're gonna find. I know that there's a place over there that sells wood chips and soil and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go and check it out. And for this, I hope it doesn't rain today. It's supposed to rain maybe today and maybe tomorrow. So, and do I have everything covered? No, I don't. All right. So what we have, this, of course, that I built a while back. Put them back on the truck. Put this this on there to keep the, keep them vertical. Also, if you can see, there is these little screws. I put one on each. Post for the. We've got 4 on this side, 4 on that side. I put a little screw there so that they don't pop out. Because this was a problem with my prototypes. You know what? I can get them over there, but maybe. Ooh. Yeah. Over there, leaning up against the tree. Yeah. So these were my initial ones that I built. They were only, ouch, not very high, not very tall. They maybe came up to here. I don't know. It's yeah, not very tall, and it was only 2 posts, and it ended because the plan was to do another one, and then I was like, I noticed quickly that I needed taller if I'm going to have any kind of a load like that. So that's yeah, I'm pretty happy about that. The tailgate I built last night with very bad planning, let's say. I put well, I had from when I bought these, I bought 2 extra, and then I had them sitting over on the tree just like the other ones for a good 2 months. I don't know. I mean, they were twisted and evil. You can see the twist, even though I tried to straighten it out with. I know it looked like a plank. Let's see if I can. And go. Yeah. And so that it doesn't bounce out, I put the the strap around it and tightened it and everything, so it's up so that it's tighter. But with the bouncing, I don't know. Anyway, so because I'm getting a load of lots of little tiny pieces, not necessarily this is from making that, but yeah, so dirt or whatever I end up getting, I brought a tarp and 4 paver stones so that I can weight it down and drive. Yeah, and then I've got just a small tailgate for driving, so that if it does come loose or something, it doesn't slide off. But this is in nice and tight. Also, for some reason, I mean, like, I don't know why. I measured back and forth for the tailgate it was 90 inches and 7/8 of an inch. I cut them. I cut them exactly that. Both this and that. I cut them. I brought them down here. They were short by like this much. I don't know. I have no idea how. Um, so uh, I ended up kind of like putting a one of these. Well, you can see. Uh, no, I've extended it on both ends with. I believe these are 2x8s. Um, but yeah, so and then I put a couple 2x4s in there, but you can see the oh geez, it's just horrible craftsmanship. I should have just thrown them out. I mean, so I will be making a proper one. I believe I still have enough of these to do it, um, but I'm gonna go get them anyway, and while I'm out, and uh, maybe not today. I don't know if there's a if there's a Home Depot or whatever on the way, because it's just not a way I travel too often. But I went through there once, and it was pretty rural. Um, just at least the road I went on. So anyway, yeah. So I sort of have, well, if I can demonstrate, it comes up to like about here, just on both sides. Like so, I moved it back and had this extra thing attached, and then slid that in and did it. Except for with the warping, with the twisting, the tension is not vertical. The tension is this way, and the tension is this way, and it's just a mess. It's no good. And it took me quite a while to try. I planed it and everything. I mean, like you can see the sort of the rawness there, because I was planing it. I was trying to make it a little more, you know, so it'll slide into those channels better. Anyway, yeah, it. We'll see if it works. That's all I can say. I, I brought my hammer and my gloves so I can hammer it back into place. But I won't have to take it back out until I get back home. So, because it'll be full of stuff. My intention is to. The Home Depot never has the things that I need as far as these handles. I look for these specific handles that are just burly, and I want to have two on here, two on the other side, and then two on the tailgate, so that I can grab both hands and pull it out. For this, I actually put them in the tractor bucket, brought them, and lifted them to the edge, and then I loaded them onto the back of the truck. Made it a lot easier, because these things are heavy. I mean, you wouldn't think that much wood is not that much, but it's pretty heavy. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. So we're gonna see how it goes. I'd like to film some of the trip there, but none of my tripods are. The one I used to use in my cab to film, like driving on freeways and stuff, was awesome, but it broke. So maybe I'll have to find a new one, but the one I bought was in Poland, so there's no finding that one anymore. So it sure worked good though. I really liked it. It wasn't glued to the dash or anything though, so it hopped around if it was bumpy, and I would have to like drive while reaching forward and holding it in place. But for time lapse, I need something, because driving holding it by hand is no good. So all right, well, that's it. We're going to town. A town, not the town, or the closest, but it's quite a ways away. But I looked around, and I found some places that have like gravel and stuff, but they have they only load like really big trucks, like monster trucks. And I was like, no, no, I have sides, so you can just pour a little bit, you know. And they were like, you have to sign a waiver. We only have the really big tractor with the really big bucket, and you know, we don't want you to sue us if he crushes you. And I was like, all right, I'll look at somewhere else. So uh, anyway, you know, there hasn't been the extreme need for it right now. So until, you know, lately I'm starting to get more and more. So I'm like, I need to, you know, at least go get a load, maybe another load, maybe two loads. I mean, just to try it out, see what it is, see if the pricing feels good for what I get from it, and if it's useful. And if not, then I'll find another place. But you know, because I'm gonna need quite a few loads of like soil and yeah, manure and some other stuff that I really want to. Um, I want to get this sandy dirt, you know, able to grow, and uh, it's hit or miss there. So anyway, yeah, that's all. Oh, and I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at. What you doing up there, Mister? Maybe he stood there because he knew. Look at this. He's a show dog after all. Uh, yeah, he's he hops up there because, you know, sometimes the lizards go up the wall and he has to chase them. Anyway, they're just they're temporary, but you know, it's been there like a month. So it's yeah, anyway, that's oh, and I found this. I first found this in Poland, but it's an Australian ginger beer. It's non-alcoholic. It's just tasty and ginger flavored, you know, of course, because it has lots of yeah, lots of ginger and tasty whatever bits in it. So anyway, yeah. So I was really happy. I saw some lady at the at the where was it? It was the laundromat, and she had like a little basket of groceries while she was doing her laundries, because the place is like right next to it, and not next to it, but you know, down the way. And she had, you know, these Bundaberg you know, stuff, but it was diet, you know. And I'm like, where did you get that? she's like, oh yeah, over at the thing, you know, over the grocery store. And I was like, gone. I'm going there. And you know, I can't have it for like everyday, you know, drinking. I just that's just, it's yeah, but it's so good. So that's yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy that I got some, and I tasted it. It was so good. Yeah, it's just not everywhere. It's hard to find, and I had no idea that they had it here in the States. So yeah, I used to get it from the import store in Warsaw. So anyway, yeah, getting a load. We'll see.